guys, I'm back again with another video, but this video is a video I have been waiting a while to make. After watching countless other traders make this kind of video, it's finally my turn, and I couldn't, be more happy to do it. Hopefully my journey can help inspire some of you guys who are currently, struggling or in the trading journey. If you're just starting with the prop firms and whatnot, I just wanted to let you know, if I can do it, you guys can do it too. Basically, I reached my 5th day of $150 with Topstep, and I am now eligible to take out my first ever Topstep payout. So in this video, I'm going to go ahead and show you the process of how you do that, which will be later on. But first, I'm going to go through the stats, right? I'm going to show you some of the trades that I took to get to those 5 winning days using the strategy, showing you guys the strategy that I use, which is ICT concepts. And then I'm going to go ahead and show you the final trade that got me to that last day of 150 or more that I needed, and that was going to be that was actually on an IFVG inverse fair value gap trade that I took, locking in that 150. And I'm going to talk you through some of the emotions I was feeling throughout the process. And then after that, I'm going to go ahead and go through the actual payout process, right? Since it's my first time, I'm going to take you guys along with me over my shoulder, just like I do with all my videos, and kind of do a little tutorial on that. So like I said, that'll be towards the end of the video. So if you guys are watching this and you want to skip straight to the process of taking out the money, I'll go ahead and put a timestamp in here so that you guys can go ahead and go watch that. And then after that, I'm just going to talk about what's next, what kind of goals that I got going forward and with my trading, and giving you guys I want to give you guys some encouragement, and at the end, just not to give up and to keep going. But okay, so like I said, I'm going to be able to request my first ever Topstep payout, which was one of my biggest goals that I had. As you guys probably know, trading is extremely hard. I'm going to go ahead and bring over, if I can find it real quick, I'm going to bring over a stat that shows I can't even talk. That shows the statistics from Topstep about how hard it is to even reach the payout stage. Okay, so right here it says prop firm statistics, pass rates, and payouts, and this is from Topstep. So basically, what they're saying is, like, out of 100,000 traders, right, who start a combine, only 12,400 actually pass the evaluation. Okay, so 12.4% out of 100,000 people, only 12.4% pass. Out of that 12.4% that passed the eval, only 3,500 people ever receive a payout, and that's 3.5% out of 100 people. So guys, if you ever get to this stage, like, you have to take a moment, right, and give yourself a pat on the back, because it is extremely hard to do this. And for those who are in the trenches right now, you guys know, it's not just what's on the charts, right? It's about your mental. And honestly, that's one of the biggest things that helped me reach this payout, was getting my mental right. Because the strategy is one thing, once you get that locked in, but it's about yourself. You're in a battle one-on-one with you. And if you are a type of person who hates to lose, then trading's not the game for you, because you're gonna have to accept losing. And you guys will see when I show you my stats, I don't have 100% win rate or anything like that. I do have a pretty good win rate, but it's not 100%. So, it's just a mental game with trading. And I feel like if you can get your mental right, then you could reach, these payouts too, right? So out of that, 96 people out of 100,000 reach the fully funded phase, which is 0.1%. So guys, I just wanted to bring the stats in here just to show you, if you ever get to this page, even if you ever get to an evaluation passing, I mean, guys, you're in the 12.4%. That's pretty good. But if you can reach a payout, guys, any size payout, and that's another thing, a lot of people might say, like, hey, you should have built up your buffer a little bit more, blah 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 blah. But for me, that wasn't the goal. The goal for me was to reach my first payout, because once I get that checked off the list, I know mentally that I can do it, and I'm gonna do it again and again and again. And my goal with this payout process was to take base hits. I wasn't trying to trade anything crazy. I wasn't trying to hit home run trades like I did in the past. I was basically trying to risk like $100, $150 to make $150, $200. So I was trying to do base hits, and the The reason why is because I plan on copy trading multiple accounts the next go around. Okay, so that 150 times 5 accounts, you know, instead of just being $150 on one, it's 150 times 5. So when I reach payout again, it'll be whatever I'm taking out today times 5, you see. So I'm going to use the compound effect. So that's why I was trying to train myself mentally to only hit or only go for base hits and not home run trades, because for me, having a lot of money on the line, you know, trying to hit those home run trades, it just wasn't working for me. You know, I was nervous, you know, heart rate was up, blah blah blah. So I found that this base hits strategy works a lot better for me. So maybe it can, you know, help you guys out if you just change that thinking in your head that I just need base hits, I don't need home run trades. Hopefully that can get you to where I am right now. So right here at the bottom it says why success rates are so low. It says 70% of phase 1 failures happen in the first week. Wow, that's crazy. And I've been there, man. I've been there for sure. It says over leveraging, poor risk management, and weak trading psychology are the biggest reasons traders fail. So right here, guys, they're basically telling you why people fail. And like I said, the reason why I felt like I got to this point was because I got my psychology right? I got my mental right. And a big help for me, I'm gonna bring this over here, is this channel right here. Okay, I don't know, man. I was praying and things, you know, I found a strategy that I trade, which is ICT concepts, and then I found this channel. And this lady right here, she's a retired therapist, and now she teaches traders about how to get their mental right with trading. She trades too, but she has helped as far as her teachings, you know, get my mental right. So if you guys go through some of these videos, man, watch them. Okay, listen to what she's got to say, implement some of the teachings that she has, and I'm telling you guys, if you can get your mental right, you're definitely going to be pulling up payouts as well. So this is screenshot this or whatever you got to do. Definitely go check her out, and you know, tell her I sent you, you know, John Haas or Traders Hustle. She don't know me or nothing like that, like I said, but definitely this channel. There's been other channels as well of traders that that have helped me and with my strategy and whatnot. So I'm gonna pull up another one real quick since I got you guys here. And this guy right here was a really good teacher, but also somebody that I watched. He trades ICT concepts, primarily the IFVG strategy, which is the strategy that helped me pass and get funded. So this guy right here, check out his channel, his Tempo Trades. He's a really good guy, you know, he's really cool. I was in his Discord for a little bit, so, you know, kind of see how he operates his behind the scenes stuff and whatnot. He's a really genuine guy. Okay, so definitely give this guy a look if you're looking for the strategy that I trade and whatnot. So anyways, I just wanted to share some of those tips and whatnot that help me get to where I am right now. So now we're gonna go ahead and go back to let me see, we're gonna go ahead and check out the stats from my trading, and I'm gonna show you guys the win percentage, as you guys can see right here. So out of these I think I started back in March when I got the account passed, and so it took me from March to whatever May, a few months, right, to get to this. But I wasn't trading every day, guys. I was trading only quality setups that I you know, wanted to take. So as you guys can see here, my trade win percent is a 71.43, which is, you know, pretty good. Right here, the profit factor is a 4.35, which is pretty good. I'd say anything over a 2 would be pretty good. You know, that's kind of what I would be looking for and whatnot. So like I said, I didn't pass this on luck. Okay, I took my time with it. I passed it with skill. I passed it, you know, like I said, following my rules, base hits, following a strategy. I wasn't gambling, it wasn't luck. So, you know, I just want you guys to know that going into these combines and going into these evals, you got to treat it like it's a real account, right? Because you can really make some money with this. All right, so number of trades was 21, number of lots traded 45, average trade duration was 7 minutes and 39 seconds, average win-in duration was 8 minutes and 37 seconds, and average loss duration was 5 minutes and 12 seconds. So this right here is pretty key. You definitely want your winners to be longer or hold them longer than your losers. Okay, your losers, you want to cut them you know, pretty quick and whatnot, but here you definitely want this to be higher than that. Average winning trade is $70.39. Average losing trades is $40.47. Like I said, guys, I wasn't trying to chase home run trades. I was just trying to chase trying to get base hits and let the trades run. And I'm going to share a tip when I go into the my strategy and whatnot later on, an indicator that I put on to definitely help me stay in the trades longer. So best trade was $160.52. Worst trade was $106.68. And right here you can kind of see my profit curve over the time going up, like I said, from March 25th to May 7th. Let's come on down here so you guys can see this is the calendar view. So right here on the 25th of March, I took my first trade. I locked in $160, and then the next day I locked in $165.28. And then this right here was pretty much just a little trade to show some activity and whatnot. And then we go to the next month. So let's come over here to April. So in April, you guys can see I didn't take a lot of trades. I was very picky. So over here on Wednesday, I took a trade here for $160.52, and then I took this trade for $85.52. And then the next week, I didn't really take a trade until Wednesday, which was $107.34, and I pretty much took a few days off and whatnot, and I got back in on Wednesday and I lost 110, and then the next day I went ahead and locked in that, I think this was the fourth day of 150. So right here on the 16th I locked in $154.56, and all these trades, guys, were using the strategy that I trade, like I mentioned before, which is ICT concepts, and primarily fair value gaps and IFVGs. That's pretty much what I trade, and that's what got me here. So my last trade in this month was on the 20th for a small loss of $90, and then we're gonna go ahead and go to May. And in May, like I said, I wasn't trading all the time every day and whatnot. So right here on the 7th, this was the trade that got me my fifth day of 150 or more, and this was the IFVG trade that I took, and I do have that recorded, and I'm gonna go ahead and show you guys that trade here so you guys can see it. So let me go back over here real quick and I will pull it up so you guys can see the trade. One second. So here's the trade that I had recorded of the IFVG I took. Let me walk you through it real quick of what I saw. So basically over here we have a high up here, right, and then we have this low. So what I like to do is I like to take out my Fibonacci extension tool and I'll take it from the high to the low, and as you guys can see I have this golden zone mapped out in the fibs. And if you guys need to know how to set this up, if you go to my TikTok, I have a video showing you how to do it, and I'll also make a YouTube video here if you guys want more in-depth tutorial on how to do it and whatnot. But anyways, you take it from the high to the low, and as you guys can see mapped out here, we have this golden zone. And basically what I did was I saw price come into this reaction, especially since we were below the VWAP, right, which means we're pretty bearish. I waited for a rejection in here and we got it in this golden zone, and I looked for a fair value gap we could inverse on the way down that would show a lot of weakness. So what I did was mapped out this little 2-minute fair value gap right here, and once we got that closure right here, I took the trade and I put my stops above this 9 EMA and basically was targeting the lows down here. And as you guys can see, I started with 3 contracts. These are micro contracts for MES, and as price went in my favor, I went ahead and started adding a little bit more so I could have my profit come a little bit higher here instead of waiting for this big drop. By adding, I was able to have it come up here a little bit, which you'll see in the video, to basically get 150 a lot faster. And real quick, this line right here, this is my 9 EMA that I used when I traded options. And basically with this, how I use this with my strategy is, as long as price stays underneath this 9 EMA and we don't get a candle closure above, I stay in the trade. Because before I put this on my charts, I was hopping out of trades way before I hit targets, and I was basically leaving a lot of money on the table. So I went back to what I knew with options and implemented it here with futures, and I put it back on the chart. And basically I don't get out of the trade, or I'm trying not to get out of the trade. That's what I've been practicing on. I don't get out of the trade until we get a candle closure above this 9 EMA. And you guys can see here, it helped me basically pass this, get this payout, okay? Because if I didn't have this on the chart, you guys see we're gonna have a nasty wick here, which is gonna take me from like $140 in profit all the way to basically losing. But it never crossed this 90 EMA. It never got a candle closure above it. So what does my strategy say? It says to stay in until we get a candle closure. So by having this on the chart, I was able to stay in the trade and lock in that last day of 150. So I'm gonna go ahead and play the trade out, and then after that, we're gonna go ahead and talk about how to request a payout. Okay, so let's go ahead and play it. You guys can see. So you guys can see here, I entered the trade, and I'm counting on it to go here to these lows, and you guys can see we're kind of playing around here for a little bit, and if we finally start getting some momentum into the direction, I'm gonna go ahead and start adding here. So I went ahead and added another contract to the trade, and you guys can see still looking pretty good. I added another one, so now we're at 5, and we're gonna get a nice little dump here. And you guys can see we were like at over 100, 140, almost to profit. But look at this nasty pullback. And like I said, if I didn't have this 90 EMA here, my old self would have got out of the trade and been so mad. I would have went on tilt. It would have been crazy. But because I've been practicing doing this strategy and holding it, I was able to stay in it. So you guys can see we came up and just tapped it. We didn't close above. Even though I went negative on the trade, I still wasn't, you know, I still wasn't bugging out because I've been practicing this. And you guys can see we got that nice rejection off of the 9, and we are coming down in the direction that we wanted it to go. And then right here, boom, we hit the profit target, and we locked in that 5th day of 150. And as you guys can see, it's just a matter of, you know, being disciplined and trading your strategy, right? But it takes a lot of practice. You got to get your mental right. So that was a trade that got me my 5th day of $150 or more. And so now my balance, as we go up right here, you guys can see it's $845. And I'm gonna go ahead and go into the phase now, showing you guys how to request a payout. So when I come back, we're gonna go ahead and do that. 1 second. Now we're in the Topstep dash, and you guys can see here my account balance is $845.52. And what we're gonna do is we're gonna go down over here on the left hand side. Like I said, if you guys are new and this is your first time, you're gonna request a payout. You're gonna come here, you're gonna go down to where it says payouts, you're gonna click that. And if you guys have done everything you're supposed to and you didn't break any rules, for one, you can check it over here, right in here you'll see if you have any breaches or whatnot, like you know, basically if you have anything you weren't supposed to do, you would have it here. As you guys can see, everything looks good. I don't have any flags or any red, you know, things telling me I did something wrong. So what you're gonna do is come down to payouts. So under payouts right here, this is where you're gonna see the balance, the profitable days that you had, which I had 5, and then the eligible amount you're able to take out. So out of $845, I can take out half, which is $422.76. So whatever I take out, the leftover is what's gonna be my available drawdown when I start trading again. So like I said, if it's your first time, I would recommend taking whatever you can once you reach it, just so mentally you can get over that block, right? You can get over that hump. But then the next time, you know, it'll probably be a little bigger, right? You want to wait, you want to build up a little buffer, right? So, but for me, I'm gonna take this just so I can get it checked off the list. Been there, done that. So that's why I'm doing it right now at this amount, which is not bad. I mean, $422 is pretty good. So right here, you're gonna come and request a payout. And right away you see this thing pop up right here. Let me take this off. Oh, let me go back. So right here it says, before requesting a payout, you will need to submit your tax form for the current year. So we're gonna go ahead and push OK. And then right here, as you guys can see, tax form, and then we're gonna enter personal information. We're gonna review it, tax ID number, and then we're gonna confirm it. Okay, so Right here, tax form, select tax form type. We're gonna go ahead and do this because we are from the United States. And select type, we're gonna do an individual because we signed up personally. Now, if you have trading LLC, then you'll click this. But for right now, we're gonna do this one, and we're gonna go ahead and go next. And then right here, I'm gonna go ahead and fill out, well, you guys can kind of see, so I'm gonna go ahead and have to blur out some of this stuff, but I'm gonna go ahead and put in my birthday and all that, and then I'll go into the next one. So 1 second, guys. Okay, so once you put in that information, it's gonna tell you need to electronically sign the document. So right here, this little pop-up thing popped up. So I'm gonna go ahead and put agree, and I'm gonna continue. And if it shows any personal information, then I'm gonna go ahead and just sign it and then come back. Okay, so 1 second. Alright, so it did have you input your social security number up at the top if you scroll up. So obviously I'm not going to show you guys that, but right here, this is where you're going to sign. So go ahead and click this little pin, and then it's going to take you to this page here. And then right here, this is the name. It looks good. So I'm going to go ahead and adopt and sign. As you guys can see, I already had it populate. So we're gonna adopt and sign, and boom, there it is. Everything looks good. So I'm gonna go ahead and submit this. All right, it says thank you. You have successfully submitted your tax form information and are eligible to request a payout. Let's go, baby. All right, so here we go. What is this? It says I don't want to down, so I'm gonna go back to payouts. All right, so now let's try this again. So we're gonna go ahead and request a payout. And then it says, congratulations on your payout. We'd like to prepare you for what happens after the first payout on this account. It says, maintain a profitable balance. It says your balance must be higher than your balance of your last payout, or at your last payout. So basically I need to make more than what I'm taking out right now. Back to funded. Once a payout is requested for this account, it will not be eligible for reactivation through back to funded. I'm not gonna worry about that. So I'm gonna go ahead and put continue. And then it says right here, choose how you would like to receive your payout. So we have what is this? Aeropay, which is the fastest payout, instant approval. And then we have Topstep brokerage. We have Wise, which is what a lot of people use. And then we have ACH wire transfers, which takes the longest. So let me take a minute, guys. I'm gonna read these and then I'll see which ones I want to pick. 1 second. Okay, so this is something new that I haven't seen on other payout videos, so it's actually pretty good, I guess, for you guys that I'm making it. I'll be the test dummy for this. But basically, if you read right here, it says faster payments with this Aeropay, the quickest way to get paid, request payout with Aeropay, and receive your funds instantly after payout approval, available for only US traders with US bank accounts supporting real-time payments. So this is the one I'm going to choose. Like I said, a lot of other people choose this one, which is Wise. It says Wise allows you to receive payouts in multiple currencies and convert them in basically convert them at the exchange rate. By using Wise for your payout, you can receive payouts within 1 business day. Choose between USD or your local currency, and there's no subscription and monthly fees. So here you'd have to create a Wise account. But like I said, for me, I'm going to go ahead and do Aeropay. So I'm going to go through this process. Let's see how it works. 1 second, guys. All right, so here it's going to ask you to put in your phone number to send you a code. So let me go ahead and do all that, and then I'll come back to the video. 1 second. All right, so once you put in the code, it sends you to your phone number. You're gonna go ahead and put continue, and then this is gonna pop up. So what does it say? It says Topstep uses AeroSync to securely connect your bank. Connect with confidence. Find your bank in our trusted network securely. All right, so now I'm gonna click continue, and I guess it's gonna pop up, the bank accounts I can choose, Wells Fargo, Capital One, whatever. So let me go ahead and click continue. And then these are the banks that they have. If you guys don't see your bank listed here, go ahead and try searching it and see what you can find. So right now I'm gonna go ahead and pick my bank. And then it says, are you the owner of this account? Yes. So I'm pretty sure once I click this, it's gonna take me to Capital One to log in. So obviously I'm not gonna show you guys all that, but this is kind of the process to get to that step. So once I do all this, I'm gonna come back. So 1 second, guys. All right, so off on another screen, I am signing into my bank account. It did pop up, so I'm gonna go ahead and put sign in. And it says Aeropay would like to access your account information. Basically, you're gonna give it access, so you're gonna go ahead and put continue. And then it says Aeropay wants to collect. So it's going to get obviously your account details and transactions. It's going to be able to see your bank account numbers and basically, you know, your name and whatnot. So we're going to go ahead and give it access. And then once you do that, it's going to tell you which accounts do you want to share data from. So for me, I'm going to go ahead and do obviously my personal, right? So we're going to go ahead and do my personal account. And then we're going to do continue. And it says confirm and connect. So this will allow Aerospace to access. Yes. So I'm just going to pull this over. It's not really showing anything crazy, just so you guys can see. So this is what it looks like after you go through that process of what I just walked you through right now. So I'm going to go ahead and put authorize, and then we'll see what happens. All right, it said bank authenticated, securely connecting to your bank. Cool. So here it's going to show you the bank that you connected, and then you're just going to put continue. And it's going to verify, and now we're going to go ahead and put continue to Topstep. All right, so now it's loading. Like I said, this is all new. I haven't seen any Topstep payout video showing this new thing right here, so this is pretty cool. All right, so it says you have linked the following account from Aeropay, Capital One 360 checking, confirm selection and continue. So we're going to go ahead and confirm that. And it says submit your payout request details. So right here, the minimum amount you can request is $125. The max is $422.76. And then it's just going to give you, you know, these little check boxes. You can go ahead and read through them and whatnot. So here I'm going to go ahead and withdraw the full $422.76. So I'm going to type that in. All right, and then we're gonna go ahead and put yes, yes, yes. And over here, if you guys can see, this is your total balance. So I didn't even look over here. So remaining account balance will be $422.76 after I take this out. All right, so I inputted everything. Everything looks good. So I'm gonna go ahead and confirm payout. It says confirm your Aeropay payout request details. Total amount requested $422.76. Everything looks good, so let's submit it. Let's see what happens. Payout amount must be the whole. Oh, it's got to be a whole dollar amount. Okay, so we'll go back. Sorry guys, so it doesn't want cents. You're learning in real time, guys. So all right, so we're gonna put $422 and we're gonna go ahead and put all that again and then confirm payout. So hopefully, fingers crossed, this goes through. Everything looks good. Yes, submit. All right, it says payout request submitted. All right, guys, we got it. So your Aeropay payout has been submitted. Once approved, your Topstep prop firm payout will be processed through Aeropay and sent to your account. What happens next? Most payouts are processed within minutes after approval. You can track your progress anytime in a Topstep prop firm payout tracker. Have questions, you can reach out, blah, blah, blah. All right, so I guess that's it, guys. We're gonna go ahead and go to the dashboard. And we'll see what this says right here. My payouts, you can see we're still under payout tab. You can see requested amount $422. The payout amount is going to be $380. Oh, I guess they do have a profit split, guys. Wow. Okay, so $42 is going to them. And then Express, so it says pending. All right, cool. So we'll come back. All right, guys, just wanted to jump in and let you know I did get the payout. As you guys can see here, it says finalized right here. It's no longer pending. So once the compliance approved the payout, after you go through all the steps, it approved it at 3:17:27 p.m. The finances were processed at 3:17, and then the funds were sent at 3:17:34. So pretty fast, man. I got it within minutes once this funds got sent, so it's pretty fast. I thought we were gonna have to wait a couple of days, but no, we got it pretty quick. So just wanted to give you guys an update to use the Aeropay whenever you're going through if you want to get it a lot faster. All right, I hope this video helped you guys go through the process and whatnot of not only requesting the payout, but also the journey of how I got there, and you know, some of the psychology things that I had to work on, you know, with that channel I showed you guys earlier with Sarah, and then with Temple Trades with his IFVG strategy. And if you guys don't know, this is the channel, my new channel. I'm almost at 300 subscribers, so I'd appreciate if you guys you know, not only like the video but go and subscribe. And then I also started a Discord that I want to hopefully grow, right? It's brand new and whatnot, so if you guys want to come into the Discord, we can all work together, share ideas and whatnot. And if you guys want any kind of help one-on-one with me, I will also be offering my services on the Discord and whatnot. If you guys are interested in that, definitely check it out. I have no problem helping you guys out if you want to talk on the phone, if you need help setting up a platform, you have any kind of questions regarding trading. Like I said, I've done it all, man. I've traded futures, I traded options, I've traded tons of different strategies. I've been in the markets for a long time. I used to trade with TOS back in the day, so like I have a lot of knowledge that I definitely want to help you guys with. So if you guys want more of that one-on-one time, go ahead and you know, hit me up on TikTok, or you can hit me up on Instagram, or go to the Discord and see if we can work something out and I can get you some help. But yeah, man, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you guys are still on the journey yourselves, I just want to say don't stress too much about it. You know, you can get there as long as you don't give up. Work on your mental and work on your strategy and stay disciplined, and don't gamble, guys. Treat this as a real business, right? And I'm pretty sure if you guys can do that, you guys can pull out your first payout too. So like I said, I hope this video helped you guys, and we'll catch you on the next one.